When the Liberal Party faces the prospect of having to win 18 seats to win the next federal election, I suppose it's inevitable there'll be people from everywhere recommending what should be done. Morrison failed in his inability to differentiate his party from Labor. Running off to Glasgow on a Me Too journey was the ultimate metaphor. It's all very well to say that the Teals vote and the Albanese victory mean that climate change is not the issue, it's the only issue. Well, that ignores the fact that the Teals, whatever their votes, don't represent in the composition of their electorates or in their political positions the majority of Australians. And Albanese's mandate comes from 32% of those who voted. The Liberal vote collapsed because Morrison gave genuine Liberal voters no reason to vote Liberal. It should be remembered that when the much maligned Tony Abbott won a landslide victory in 2013, having won in 2 elections 25 seats from Labor, there was a reason. Abbott was never Labor light. Abbott argued traditional Liberal political positions. As a result, his primary vote was 45.5% in 2013. Primary vote, not two-party preferred. Turnbull and Morrison, lurching to the left, managed to take that primary vote on May 21 to 35.7%, a 10% slide. Let's forget the humbug about the new dominance of Labor and the Greens. They might have improved their numbers in the federal parliament, but in a voting population of 17.2 million, the Greens and Labor together increased their vote by only 337,000, or 1.7% of the voting population. The first lesson for the Liberal Party is the Australian people did not move dramatically to the left on May 21, yet the Liberal coalition was hammered. The Liberal Party has to answer a simple question. Why has the coalition vote dropped at every election since Tony Abbott's landslide in 2013 as the Liberals moved further to the left? One of the metaphors of this collapse is the former Treasurer Frydenberg. In 2016, his primary vote, not two-party preferred, his primary vote, 58.22%. In 2019, it crashed to 49.41%. And then, embracing the Morrison philosophy and policies, on May 21, it was 42.98%. In 2 elections, a drop of 16%. Now, the lessons are simple, but there are people in the Liberal Party who don't want to learn the lessons. Since Tony Abbott returned the Conservative parties to power in 2013, the coalition has lost 650,000 votes, but there were 3 million more people registered to vote in 2022 than there were in 2013. Do you think all this has something to do with the constant harbouring by the Liberal Party of left-wingers like Turnbull and Keane? Do you think it's got something to do with the coalition, after repeatedly telling us they're better economic managers than Labor, spending like drunken sailors and plunging us into unimaginable debt?